Okay. Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me on tonight's call. Tonight we're going to be talking about our awesome new program, which I'm really, really excited about because it's producing really good results for people all around the world. It originated, the shred part of the program that I'm going to talk about originated over in America by a few personal trainers and people that are really into food and into whole foods. And it's made its way over here to New Zealand where we are, and we're really excited about it. So I'm on today, I think I'm on day 6. See, that's the thing, is it's quite easy. So I don't even know what day I'm on, which is quite a good point. What's today? Today's Monday. So I'm on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm on day 7 of the 10-day shred part of the program, and I don't even know what day I'm up to because I'm just finding it really easy, and it's way easier than cooking all day long. So we're going to go through all of the details about how the program works. But one thing I do know is that my energy levels have definitely gone up, and I have had the busiest week, as Kelly knows, and I've got the busiest week coming up. But I did my little, now, first of all, let's just put a little disclaimer in. It's called Shred 10, and it's 10 days of concerted effort, but it's not aimed at weight loss. Weight loss is a side effect of detoxing your body and getting healthy. So the Shred 10 program is really aimed at shredding away any bad habits that you may have, or just things that are compromising your health, like, coffee or alcohol or things like that. So we're kind of, for 10 days, taking away things that are compromising our health. Hi, Melissa. And we're replacing them with really healthy things instead. So we'll talk about it now. So, basically there's a couple of steps to the program that we're offering. But first of all, I just want to ask all of you ladies that are on the call, just in your own heads, to think about a few of the answers to the questions that I'm going to ask you. So currently at the moment, with your state of health, with 10 being the best and 0 being really terrible, in your head, what would you say the state of your health would be at the moment? Just kind of rate it in your mind. And then thinking about your body weight and your body image, like out of 0 to 10, kind of where would you be on that scale right now? And then I also want you to think about your diet, like how happy you are, how healthy you think your choices are at the moment with the food that you're consuming every day. Again, 0 being the worst, that's like McDonald's every day, to 10 being, really super healthy, where you're like, I'm really giving it the best nudge that I can towards my health. And then I want you to think about the fact of, do you actually know how to get healthy? Do you know what to eat, or are you stuck in the whole thing that lots of people are of fad diets and kind of going, I might jump on this bandwagon. I don't know if I should be paleo. Should I be gluten-free? Should I do Weight Watchers? Should I, do macrobiotic? There's so many choices available on the market now. So we're going to answer some of those questions for you, hopefully, tonight with our program. When I first saw the program, I loved it straight away because, first of all, I come from 20 years of the health industry, really, and working on my health over the last 20 years and improving my cellular health over that time. And I'm not perfect, don't get me wrong. Definitely not a Puritan, but I think there's things that we can put in place, like eating lots of whole foods and bringing things back to nature, that I've done in the last sort of 10 years especially. So I was kind of confused too with what to do. So when I first saw the program, I thought, wow, this is really awesome because it simplifies everything. And I know with the people that I work with currently, my clients that are on it, they're loving it because it's the simplicity of it. The other thing I love about the Shred program is that it's really effective. People generally notice after even a concerted 10-day effort, which is our intensive phase, followed by a maintenance phase, that they're usually noticing way more energy. Now, don't get me wrong, when we start the intensive part, Sometimes people can go through a little bit of a detox reaction because of the fact that they're so toxic. So in fact, it's a positive step at their bodies are saying, whoa, really needed to get rid of that load in my cellular health. I think it's a very affordable program, and it's fairly convenient. But the thing that I love about it most is it is literally a kickstart for people's health. So over that 10 days, you are going to have the full support of me or whoever invited you to this call, because we set up like a specific Facebook Messenger group. So that's the other thing that I've noticed for most people is when they're doing some sort of program, even how well it's set out, and they might get emails with everything going on, they usually feel really alone unless they're doing it with their partner. So if your partner doesn't do the Shred program with you, you don't have to worry because you'll have lots of other people doing it with you. So on this, like I said, I'm up to day 7. I don't feel alone at all. And if I have any worries, I just plug into my little messenger group, and there's, at least 4 or 5 or 6 or sometimes more people on there writing back to me. So it's great support, which is included as part of our program. So basically how it works is we've got the Shred part of the program, which is the intensive part of the program. It's 10 days of focus. So we're going to use these F words, not the naughty ones. So 10 days of focus is the Shred part. So what is that? What am I going to be doing on the Shred? Okay, so we teach you to go through all of this stuff. Tonight's really just an introductory talk about what it entails. But we're going to go through an elimination phase of cutting out the things that potentially are compromising our health. So namely gluten and dairy being the 2 kind of big foods that, they really clog the system, to be honest. And when we're having a lot of gluten and dairy, our digestion definitely normally doesn't work as well. So you might be finding, you might be a little bit constipated, or you might have irritable bowel, or you might just feel that bloated fat feeling. And what I've discovered over doing this program so far is that my pants were tight. Yeah, it's probably a little bit to do with losing weight, but my pants were really tight because I was bloated. And I'll be honest, through Christmas and New Year's, I just ate whatever I want. I was eating gluten, I was eating dairy, I didn't care, lots of alcohol, it was all good. And you deal with those consequences. But the problem is you get into bad habits. So what I did at a holidays then started becoming, I'm allowed to do that now. But my stomach was just like, I felt pregnant. And I haven't felt like that for definitely 7 days, which is a good feeling. So, we try to eliminate gluten as much as possible. We try to eliminate dairy as much as possible. We try to eliminate coffee as much as possible because we know that coffee loads up the liver. So in this it's only 10 days. In this intensive 10 days, we're just trying to take the load off the body so it can do what it does best, which is to heal. And we're also trying to stay off alcohol for 10 days. So already at this point, some people might be going, oh my God, I'm freaking out because I can't survive without, it's usually one of the 4. Some people are like, I can't survive without bread, I can't survive without my coffee, I can't survive with my glass of wine. But it's okay because you know what? This is the focus part. It's only 10 days. If you want a result with your health, you have to have the ability to focus in. Now, I would just say a little warning here is that if you're a 3 cup of coffee a day person, then leading up to the start of the Shred, we basically run one of these a month. You're going to start to decrease your coffee before then, because if you just go cold turkey, you're going to have a detox reaction with lots of headaches and stuff, and we don't want that. So we encourage people before the Shred, and through, you're drinking loads of water, like at least 2 litres a day, because in this phase, when your body is basically taking out all of that extra burden on the digestive system, on the liver, and you're loading up with whole food nutrition, which is what we're going to talk about, and you're doing some exercise and you're doing some deep breathing and drinking water, the result of that is your body's going to start throwing out toxins, and we want your body to be able to deal with that. So, yeah, in the 10 days, it's kind of let's shred away the bad kind of compromising habits for a bit. But what are we going to add in? And that's a bit that I like to focus on, is we're going to add in 2 shakes a day. Now, these are not meant to be meal replacements. If I call it a meal replacement, I won't do the program because I really love food and psychologically I can't handle that. So I just say I have 2 super smoothies a day, which they are, based on our Juice Plus product, which is the complete shakes. And we'll go through all of that in a minute. I've got a little PowerPoint presentation to go through. So say, for example, this week I've been getting up. I have my warm water with lemon juice. I do some deep breathing exercises. I have my super smoothie shake, and I've been just started doing, to be honest, a different recipe every day. I double up my shake in the morning and I have it for breakfast and for lunch. Like this morning, I made the most amazing chai vanilla shake. It was delicious because I actually went to the recipes instead of just making a boring old one that I usually do. And it was awesome. So that's my breakfast and my lunch. But in between, like mid-morning and mid-afternoon, I'm having super healthy snacks. So on a Sunday, I just make a big guacamole or a hummus or something like that. And I've just been taking veggie sticks to work, or I cut up some fruit, or I have a handful of nuts and seeds, or I make some bliss balls, which I do on a Sunday. They go into my son's lunchbox and they go into my lunchbox. So you are not hungry on this program, which is very important to me because normally my stomach growls every 3 hours without fail, sometimes every 2 hours, and it hasn't done that yet. Loads and loads of water, loads of herbal teas, all that sort of stuff. And then for dinner, I've been having whatever's in the recipes, and you'll get 3 different guides, to be honest, on this program that we're running. So you're not going to run short of ideas. Now, you don't have to do it that way. If you're a lunch person, you can have your lunch, food, proper food for lunch, and you might have a shake for dinner because you might be busy in the nighttime. Okay, it doesn't matter. So you pick and choose which of those 2 meals are going to be super smoothies, and you've got your 2 healthy snacks and your 1 whole food nutrition meal. That's basically the shred part. You're also going to take your Juice Plus capsules, and we'll go through in a minute why that is so important as part of our program. So that's basically the intensive phase. Now, obviously, exercise is a part of our shred phase. We do have an exercise guide that we can share with you. It's quite circuit based. So we've kind of got a day of cardio, a day of circuit, a day of cardio, a day of circuit, and we also do high intensity training. So you get that guide, but you don't have to do that. As long as you're moving your body, every day, at least 6 days out of those 7 of the shred, and then the extra 3. I believe anyway, for me, it's exercise that I love. So I did the circuit and I went, yeah, that's really good. And if you want amazing results, you will stick to it. But for me, I was like, I just still have to walk the dog every day. So for me, I've been going up hills, but walking fast and making it a priority and still getting results. So I think it's about exercise that you love at the end of the day. So that is the shred intensive part of the phase, the 10 days. Then from day 10 to day 30, we're kind of calling it the jumpstart phase. You've done the intense focus, kickstart, then it's kind of the flexible phase. So I still would encourage people from day 10 to day 30 to still be having 2 super smoothies a day, but you can use them as your in-between snacks if you wanted, and go back to eating more, having your breakfast, lunch and dinner. For me personally, I'll always have a super smoothie for breakfast because I'm in a rush in the morning and I can just pile everything in, and I'm drinking that while I'm doing Bo's school lunchbox preparation. So you still have your 2 smoothies a day. That's what we recommend. And then you're still eating really largely according to our whole food nutrition recipes, but it's a bit more flexible. So if you want to throw a bit of gluten in there, you can. What you might find though is after 10 days of feeling no bloat, you might decide to have some gluten. You might go, oh my God, I've got that 9-month pregnant feeling, which is a good sign because then at least shit, that's not so good for me. You might introduce a little bit of dairy. Same thing. You're just going to watch your body, see what happens. You might have a drink. And what I'm saying to people is, let's say before the program you're having 3 coffees a day, and in the 10 days you didn't have any. And then you're like, oh my God, I'm hanging for a coffee. Well, you might have a coffee and it might floor you. You might just go, wow, that really, really adrenalized me. And I went up and then I went down. So this could potentially change your life, to be honest. You might now be a 1 coffee a day person, or you might be 1 coffee 3 times a week, or you might be, I actually don't need coffee again. Who knows? It really is where this program can take you. Same with the alcohol. Prior you might have been in the bad habit of having a little sneaky glass of wine while you're making dinner every night. We've all been there, done that. But it becomes that habit, doesn't it? It's like you get home and you're making dinner and just pour yourself a red just as a part of the daily regime. But after the 10-day intensive, you might find, actually, I'm not going to drink Monday to Thursday. I'm going to have a nice glass of wine on a Friday. So that's the flexible part of the program, is that kind of day 10 to day 30. Now, at the end of that, if you've done a good rest of the month, you might be like, oh, cool, this is feeling good and I can keep this up. And then you can go on to the maintenance, which is the flow part of our program, where you maybe just having 1 smoothie a day, but continuing on with your whole food nutrition. If that day 10 to day 30, you've kind of, eaten too much gluten again, got into the bad habits, you can jump back on the shred with us again at the beginning of every month. We're going to shred. And there's lots and lots of people now that are finding 10 concerted days of effort, and then the rest of the month they're sort of relaxed. 10 concerted days of effort, etc., becomes their new regime and their new norm, and that's producing really amazing results for people. So what I want to do with you ladies is just to share a screen with you, if I can, if it works. Is that the one I want? Okay. Hold on 1 minute. Just get my technology happening here. Okay. So thumbs up. Can you see the screen? Can everyone see that screen? Just give me a thumbs up if you can. Okay, so this is the Shred 10 program. So I'm just going to kind of run through. This is a quick PowerPoint presentation, but I think it's quite well presented. So basically, there are 2 startling trends in our world currently, globally at the moment. One is increasing environmental toxins, which we know, there's all sorts of pollutants around us that we've never had before, from the air, from planes, from plastics, from, electromagnetic radiation, factories, all that sort of stuff. We know that now. So we're getting more exposed than ever before to pollutants environmentally. And then secondly, we also know that the food quality is decreasing, unfortunately. I mean, you just have to walk through a supermarket now and it's loaded with pre-packaged stuff. I mean, you pick up some of the stuff that maybe you were always throwing in your trolley and start to have a look at it and think, I don't even know how to pronounce that. What is that? What is flavour enhancer, this? What is an emulsifier? All that sort of stuff. So the other thing I would say here too is we know that even fruits and vegetable quality is also decreasing in its quality, because the soils in Australia and New Zealand in particular don't have a great deal of minerals, and we know that everything is getting mass produced. So the apple we used to once pick off Granny's garden isn't the apple that we're now getting in the supermarket, because things are refrigerated for so long and pre-packaged and plucked before they're ripe. So the combination of those two, increase in toxins, decrease in food quality, which means a decrease in nutrition, means we are sicker as a nation and as a worldwide nation than ever before. So what happens, what do we do, is quite often people start to become bigger because the fat actually starts to protect your vital organs from these toxins. Okay, so what do? Is we go, I'm going to go on a crash diet and I'm going to just get into some exercise, but you don't really think about it too much. You start burning your fat, but then this also releases the toxins and you begin to feel worse. And then you get back into this self-protection mode where the fat then increases to try to protect the toxins, and it becomes this vicious circle, which we probably all know about. The whole dieting, I've lost stuff, I feel like crap, and I start to feel a bit better, and then I put it all back on. Then we have the better way of doing it, which is actually called cleansing. So again, we've got those toxins within the fat cells. We shed the fat rather than just burning it, and we do this through cleansing the body with the right nutrition and the right whole foods. So because we're actually shedding fat, we're shedding toxins. We're reducing the toxic load in the body, which means better overall health, more muscle tone, and less overall fat. And that's pretty much what the Shred program does. So why do we use Juice Plus as part of this? This was developed by people within the Juice Plus company itself, because of the fact that when you look at the amount of whole foods that's in our products, you can start to understand the huge array of natural nutrition that's in our product. So we use the Juice Plus capsules because, again, remember, we're releasing toxins. We need to mop up all the stuff that's coming out of those fat cells. And the best way that we decided to do it with is whole food nutrition. So can you do it without the capsules? You can, but I wouldn't recommend it, because the capsules are there because of their antioxidant profile, because they're phytonutrients. They're going to help the liver, they're going to help your bowel, they're going to help everything, basically, just to push those toxins through the body. Okay, I just love that picture. I think it's pretty amazing. So let's just talk about quickly, again, that whole glycemic index load of the body. So how often do you normally eat? For a lot of people, a lot of clients I see, they go, oh, I don't eat breakfast. And I go, what? It's the most important meal of the day. You haven't eaten for 8 hours, you know. So we want to make sure that that blood sugar, blood glucose level is staying pretty much stable during the whole day. The worst things that throw out your blood sugar levels is carbohydrates and sugar. So quite often you see people, they'll wake up, they have a coffee, have 2 pieces of toast. Then mid-morning they might have a scone, you know, with another coffee. And then for lunch they'll have a sandwich. And then mid-afternoon they might have something sweet. So the blood glucose level has just gone boom. I always love that metaphor, what goes up must come down. So if your blood sugar goes up, it's going to come crashing down. And the same goes with that adrenal response when you're having coffee. So here it goes, here, the zone of willpower. I love that. It's where you can stay stable and you're not actually craving. You'd know it, right? If you haven't eaten well, you know that, like, you get the shakes, and you get the jitters, and you're at the shop and you're just like, oh my God, just give me that chocolate bar now. That's that glycemic index that's gone too low. So how do we combat that with our program? Is the whole food nutrition, but it's also the super smoothies, which are made with our Juice Plus Complete. Now, why do we love Juice Plus Complete? Because it's plant-based protein. Okay, we don't use whey powders in here because we're dairy-free for a lot of this, but a lot of people are intolerant to it. It's vegan, non-GMO, it's low glycemic. So it's got a really high fiber content in there, which keeps that blood sugar level stable, which is why when I have my smoothie in the morning, I'm actually not really that hungry until lunchtime. Which is great. It's also got prebiotics and really beautiful things for your flora and your gut. So the shakes, we use it as a healthy breakfast, pre or post workout, or afternoon or late night snack. On the Shred program itself, I'm using it personally as breakfast and lunch, super smoothies, and then healthy snacks in between. So I really love this because what we're doing, it's not the weight loss thing. Weight loss is a side effect of shredding away the bad food and the bad toxins and the bad habits, okay? So basically here it is. This is what you get with our program. You get this shred guide, which has a whole heap of information in it. It's got all your recipe guides in it as well. And it's also got a lot of people, medical professionals talking about, well, you know, why do you need a stable blood glucose level? Why do you need more fiber? You know, why do you need more whole food protein, fruits and vegetables in your diet? So it's quite cool. So for 10 days, you're adding in more real food. You're having your Juice Plus Trio capsules. You're having your 2 shakes a day, lots of water. And the sleep bit is really important because when you're getting enough sleep, you're more likely to stay less stressed. Your cortisol levels stay stable as well. So it means that you've got more ability the next day to actually get through the day without getting stressed, and exercising on most days. And this is what we're eliminating out of the way, which is actually really easy. And this is the results that we've noticed. The most common results is you actually crave more fruits and vegetables because you're eating them, and you realize, like someone like me who never was really into salads that much, well, this week I've been having the most amazing salads, and my dad's staying with me at the moment and he's just doing it with me. Like tonight I made little zucchini fritters. And then we had a beautiful garden salad. Like last night, what did we have? We had a roasted pumpkin and spinach salad. The night before, I think we had a Mexican bowl. So it's yum. I'm really enjoying the salads. So people are noticing a healthier weight, better recovery, improved sleep. I mean, I know for me, for my stomach, which was like feeling disgusting after the holidays, I measured it yesterday because I couldn't wait, and it's lost 3 centimetres, which for me is awesome, because my work pants, which is what really, really stimulated me to do the shred, which were really tight when I got back from holiday, I can actually put them on now and do it the button without, the big bleh over the top, which is really great for me. I like that feeling. So we know that the Juice Plus products are research. We've got over 30 published studies. It's the most researched nutritional product in the world. So they're all the different universities that have studied Juice Plus in the blood of humans, proving it does all sorts of things that are beneficial. And this is basically the program. So, people were saying, well, can I do it with just the basic? And I go, well, yeah, you can, but you're only really working on your lean mass and your body fat. If you do 1 shake a day, yeah, it's good, but you will definitely not get as many results as if you have the 2 shakes a day. So really it comes down to whatever you want, but the shred part is what I would recommend, obviously. So that is the PowerPoint presentation. So the good thing with what we've kind of combined is you will get the shred guide itself. You'll receive that. Obviously, if you haven't got your products already, we need to get those sorted, and you can order them through whoever recommended the program to you or listen to this recording. But we also have another 2 booklets full of amazing whole food nutrition recipes and smoothie recipes. So you literally won't be struggling to do up your diet. The key to it, the absolute key to the shred, I'll be honest, is organisation. So Sunday I sat down and I've got a beautiful little menu plan thing, and I just wrote down every single thing that I was eating, from the 2 smoothies a day to the snacks to the dinner, and I also penciled in what exercise I kind of figured out I'm doing when. And I just, to be honest, I'm definitely not going, oh my God, I'm really hanging out to eat breakfast, because my super smoothie shake is really doing it for me. And because I'm seeing results, I'm obviously going to stick to it. So that's pretty much the program, ladies. The thing I love about it too is that you do get put into a Facebook. We do have as part, kind of an extended part of the shred, we have a Facebook group which you can join, and everyone around Australia and New Zealand are sort of getting on and sharing their recipes and their results. And like I said, you have that full one-on-one sort of support. And it ends up becoming really fun. So we're going to do another shred at the beginning of March, but that's not to say that you can't just get into it. So if you're super keen and you're like, I can't wait until March, then just contact me and we'll just start one sooner if there's enough people. So even if you wanted to grab a couple of your friends, your girlfriends or whatever, and just thought, right, let's do this together as a group, it's way more fun, because then you can kind of get together and do your exercise and all that sort of stuff. So have you ladies got any questions? No questions? So I've got Maggie, who's on the call too, is doing the shred, and she's just written, I was fine going cold turkey Norse. That was off her coffee, and was having 4 a day. Oh my God. Well, I am very glad to hear that you're doing fine, because I know one of the other ladies that's joined the group, I think she's struggling quite a lot. But in fact, I listened to a video on it today by Michelle Ball, who was one of the people who produced the program in America, and she was saying that for really high coffee drinkers, what she did for a few of them is get them to make some coffee and put it into ice cube trays, and then just pop out 1 cube into their smoothie, so that they're sort of gradually weaning themselves off it, but still having a little bit of that fix, because we certainly don't want the coffee thing to be, you know, a deal breaker for people. And like I always say to people, whether it's this program or any detox program, you are honestly better off to do it. And, you know, if you can't follow it 100%, then don't, but still do it, then not to do it at all. You're still going to get amazing results. It's just, you know, you get even more results if you stick to it 100%. So, Maggie, I was going to get you to share your results, but maybe can you
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, babe. So do you want to just tell us how you've been feeling? What day are you up to?
We are up to day 9 here in Abu Dhabi. And actually, yeah, I feel really, really good. I'm kind of, I've tried all sorts of different shakes. I'm still happy having them, but my thing is I do love food and I'm just getting a bit bored, is I think more than anything. But I've got heaps of energy. I'm sleeping really well. I'm finding that the 2 shakes and a snack, but even then I'm not really hungry for a snack. And it's not even come to dinner time and I'm like starving. Was happy, went all day yesterday, had lunch yesterday, came home and went to the gym at like 8 o'clock last night and had a shake afterwards. So I find before, I don't think I could have done that. I couldn't have done that on just having especially my 4 coffees and, you know, the rest of it. That certainly wasn't giving me the energy, and eating not the right meals at the right time wasn't giving me the energy to get through the day. But this is, and I could see the maintenance of it working really well.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess, well, yay for you, day 10 tomorrow.
And I think I did my measurements again yesterday, and I think I'm at 7 centimeters.
Wow.
Off my way. Yeah. So I'm pretty chuffed with that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. I'll be keeping it up.
Yeah. Yep. Well done.
Sure. Feel really good. And everyone else seems, what I found with the people who've been doing it with us, they've got some pretty atrocious eating habits, exercise habits. And what we found is they're all very eager to maintain the exercise now, to maintain having at least 1 shake a day for breakfast. So they're definitely getting that energy boost first thing in the morning. People who were not into having the capsules have said, no, I can feel how that's actually making a change into my daily vitality also, and they want to take those. And so it's all around, and I can see how in 9 days they've made that transition in their brain from I don't exercise, I don't do this, I don't do that, to actually this isn't that hard.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
That is awesome.
So I feel like that's winning. We've won. That's the goal that we set out with. We've succeeded in changing the mindset about whole foods and the toxins we have in our body and how we can be healthier.
Well done. And that's exactly why the program was developed. So that's awesome to hear that feedback, because that's it. It is shredding away the bad kind of habits and then
I like that.
New ones, which is awesome. Hey, Juby, do you want to share your story? Because you just finished the shred last week, didn't you? Oh, hold on, darling. I've just got I can't hear you. Oh, yeah, there you are.
Got me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry I'm so late too. I had a wee slumber on the couch and I just woke up in a panic.
Awesome.
I finished my shred on Friday, and I too, like Maggie, just felt incredible. My energy was in the last hump of the 10 days was just, it was something I wasn't expecting really. Feeling so good, lots and lots of energy. In fact, I thought I was getting to almost annoying point to my poor husband. I was just feeling so good. And yeah, I changed up a little bit as well with having the main meal at lunchtime because of my having to go to work later on for the night shift from about 4 o'clock. And I just found that it gave me the nourishment and the energy to really get right through. Had a shake later on when everyone else had dinner. So that really worked really well. And I think it was just nice not going to work on a not going to bed on a full stomach as well. So I quite like that. The exercise, trying lots of different things, was awesome. So I really feel like I've found the exercise that I really enjoy, and the exercise that really has made quite a lot of change. I wasn't really in it to lose a lot of weight, but more to tone. And I did end up losing 4.5 kg, which was cool.
Wow.
And definitely around a couple of areas in my body, in particular my tummy and my thighs, lost a few centimeters on there too. So that was really cool. So I saw a lot of positive change, and yeah, like Maggie too, I really feel like it has that repetition of doing things has made a big, it's definitely set the good little habits into place. So yeah, really, really happy. And I think since Friday I've only had 2 coffees days. And today I actually had my first bit of gluten. And to be honest, I have had a really funny tum, not a happy one. So I think that might have also just discovered that, that's not doing me much good.
And you had a sleep too.
A big sleep, yeah. It wiped me out, actually.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting.
So I think I learned a lot about my body, and it's been cool. So I'm looking forward to the maintenance of the next 30 days, and
fantastic. That's awesome, babe. Wow. 4 kg is quite a lot, to be honest.
I know.
Well done for sticking at it. And 10 days, I mean, it's not that big a deal, is it? I mean, I'm not finding it. I'm not going, I don't even know what day I was on. I was like, honestly going, where am I on? Because it's not hard.
Yeah.
I'm finding it heaps easier because I don't have to, like, morning, breakfast is done for me, and I just double the smoothies. So when I go to work, lunch is done. Otherwise, normally before I'd go to work and we would spend so much money on lunch. If Aaron was home, we would duck off to sushi, or we'd go to the kitchen, or we'd go somewhere else, and we'd like end up spending quite a lot. But also just that whole thing of, for me, it's always lunches. I'm always kind of, even at home, I'm like, what am I going to have for lunch? I don't want to have a sandwich, and I can't be bothered to make a salad. Lazy. So I'm finding it's actually simplified my life rather than made it harder, which is quite good. Oh, cool.
It was really exciting. I actually, definitely keeping that little habit. It's good fun. It was much easier going to the supermarket.
Yeah.
Heard so much about how good it was and should do it, but just never really,
Yeah, totally. That's the key. Oh, thanks for sharing, Drew.
Welcome.
Okay, ladies, unless there's any more, what did Maggie write? It was very boring for husband over the weekend. Yeah, because they lose their little party partner for a weekend. Next time they'll be on the bandwagon and we can do measurements on them. All right, well, we might sign on off, but thanks everybody for joining in. And if you're listening to the recording, just contact the person who sent you the recording and they'll be able to fill you in on more. All right. So we might sign on off, and there we go. We're all here, the team. Hi, team.
Hi.
I'm just going to